Hi everyone, this is the Unit 5 practice quiz video answer key. Let's get started. Identify the following as expression or equation. We know that if it's an equation, it's going to have an equal sign. If it doesn't have an equal sign, it's an expression. So write expression or equation on the line. 3x plus 5, no equal sign, so that is an expression. 2 times y equals 10, equal sign right there, so that one's going to be an equation. And you see that root word equal, if I put an L there, I'd have equal. Instead, it's going to be equation. 6 plus m equals 36. Again, I've got my equal sign there, and so that's going to be an equation. And finally, a plus b plus c, no equal sign, so that's an expression. Okay, so expression, equation, equation, expression. All right, next set of problems says that we want to evaluate each expression for the missing values in the table. I'm going to remind you that in this unit you can use your calculator, so if you want to have your calculator close by to do these problems, feel free to do that. All right, so my first one, this actually should say y. I'm going to substitute these values in for y. So my first one is 23 plus 17. 23 plus 17 is 40. And then I'm going to substitute the 27 in for y. So notice the 23 stays the same. 23 plus just the y changes. Now it's 27. And so that answer is going to give me 50. And the last one, 23 plus 37, that's going to give me 60. Next set of problems here, this is 3 times h plus 10. If there's no operation between a variable and a whole number, or a number, shouldn't say whole number, any number, that means multiply. So 3 times 4, this is another way to write multiplication, plus 10. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 10 is 22. 3 times 5 now, the h becomes a 5 instead, plus 10. 3 times 5 is 15, plus 10 is 25. And now we're going to substitute in 6 for our h. 3 times 6 is 18, plus 10 is 28. So 22, 25, and 28. All right, next set, we've got the answers this time, and we have to come up with how we got to it. So if I have the number 1 and I want to get to the number 2, I can either multiply 1 times 2, or I can add 1 to itself. 6 to 12, same thing. I can multiply 6 times 2, or add 6 to itself. 12 to 24, same rule works. I can multiply 12 times 2, or add 12 to itself. So I've got two options. I could say that this is 2x, or I could say that this is x plus x, just adding the number to itself. Either one of those will work. All right, we've got some expressions, and I'm going to evaluate them, which simply means find the value. You see that root word value right there. Find the value of each expression for the given value of the variable. So they give us a 5. We're going to substitute it in for the variable, much like we did up in our tables there. So this is 3 times 5 plus 2. We've got 3 times 5 is 15, plus 2 is 17. And on our next one, we've got c divided by 7. Remember, a fraction is always just a division problem. And we're going to put in, so this should be actually d here, guys, in 49 for d. So we're going to take 49, substitute it in for d. Divide by 7, and so 49 divided by 7 is 7. And the next one, we've got 2 and 5 tenths times x, and x is 41. So 2 and 5 tenths times 41. I grabbed my calculator and I found out that that was 102 and 5 tenths. My last one is 1/5 times p of 15. Then minus 2. So just a reminder about how to use your calculator for fractions. I'm going to turn mine on. I'm going to clear it out. But I want to do 1/5 times 15 and then subtract 2. So this is my fraction button right here. Most of you will have one that looks something like that. They're not all exactly the same. If I want to put in the fraction 1/2, I hit 1, the fraction bar, and 2. except I want 1/5, don't I? 1, the fraction bar, and 5, and then I want to multiply that by 15. That answer equals 3, and I'm going to subtract 2, and you can see my answer equals 1. And so I've got 1 there. All right, next section, solve. To cook 3 cups of pasta, you use 9 cups of water. To cook 5 cups of pasta, you use 15 cups of water. Fill in the table below, then write an expression to show how many cups of water you should use if you want to cook C cups of pasta. So if I have 3 cups of pasta, I need 9 cups of water. If I have 5 cups of pasta, I need 15 cups of water. So I need to see what's happening to these numbers that I start with to get the numbers that I end with. And the rule looks to me like 3 times 3 and 5 times 3. So it's the number I start with times 3 to get to the input is 3. The rule then is times 3, and the output is 9 or 15. So I'm going to take C cups and multiply it by 3. Remember that in this kind of a situation, we always write the coefficient first. We call that the coefficient, and we write the variable second. So the number first and the variable second. It's really not right if you write it this way. You don't want to do that. Okay, so how many cups of water should you use to cook 4 cups of pasta? Well, we would take our 3 and we would substitute 4 in for the cups of pasta, and we would find out that that would take 12 cups of water for 4 cups of pasta. All right, I'm going to stop this video, and then you can check in with the next video for page 2 of the practice quiz.